Everyone, to another episode of your Daily Dose, coming at you for another whale adventure time on old mate D Gold over here. And I feel like everyone's in for a little bit of a treat. At least I know I'm a little bit excited about it. We are probably still very early game in my opinion. Day number, what's the day? Where is it? I think it might be day number 7 of this, or 6. I can't remember. All I know is we got Granny Tsunade, so it'll probably be closer to 7. Where is she? Old mate Granny. Yeah, I call her Granny Tsunade. But she is fantastic for those that are free to play. And being able to get her pretty much for nothing, even though she is technically a marine hero, so a little bit harder to build. But I mean, if you're really going to pick anything in that faction from a support perspective, her abilities to essentially heal all allies, cleanse, and resurrect, I believe, is another ability of hers, or revive, however you want to call it. Makes her probably one of the best heroes in terms of just accessible support. The other one, of course, is Goldfish Girl, and I've already done a 10-star video on that, so make sure you check that out if you are curious for some more of those types of videos. That's on another one of my whaling type accounts. I'm slowing down on that one. I'm just saving up food for a big push. And of course, saving up some stuff so we can do a massive summons as well, just to show off some of the drop rates. However, on today's video, everyone say today, old mate PB is going to get a second hero to 10-star. And of course, in all tradition as a whale, I'd like to cover this sort of aspect. And I'll preface this by saying you don't need to spend money on games to enjoy them. Absolutely, it's not mandatory. This game does give quite a lot for free, but like most mobile games, you will need to save up in the long run if you want to competitively get ahead against your fellow free-to-play peers. Now, in saying that, if you are a spender, I do have 22 days left. I will probably max out all of these, not going to lie. It is a pretty advantageous sort of event where essentially you start to collect all your 5 stars and you do get some pretty decent rewards. And that's pretty much why I'm able to do what I'm going to be able to do today. Now, I do have to say this, and I shared it on the official Discord. For some reason, Kaido decided to appear when I pulled out 2 of those random Emperor shards. Kaido, and the most common one, which is Blackbeard out of the elite pools, it would be Blackbeard, and then surprisingly, Kaido popped up. Now, I ummed and ahed, I toed and froed. Inside myself, I thought, could I just do it? Could I just make Kaido into a 9-star, or at the very least into an 8-star? And essentially still be pretty decent. We'll go over his abilities in a second, because I mean, he is a part of the main draw feature. The biggest obstacle I ran into is not having his secondary food type. So for those that are free to play, I mean, this will be a nightmare unto itself. But for those that are even into the pay to win category, old mate Ace is pretty hard to get unless you're at a high enough VIP level. Now, I could get a copy of Ace from the VIP shop once I hit VIP 9, which is kind of something that I'll probably do at some point this month anyway. Or alternatively, you can use your souls for him, or you could use some of those champion marks. Outside of that, he does appear in a couple of other areas. So it would cost 50,000 arena souls essentially to get a full copy of him. Is that realistically worth it? I mean, equivalent exchange would say it's better to just get the champion orders, or get the guarantee, depending on how many you have, like, or what you need for your required hero composition, because it is kind of expensive and it will take quite a long time to sort of collect that. Actually, I think it's only 25,000, so not 50,000. It's only 25,000. That's still a solid. I want to say, even conservatively, that's like 3 months worth of saving up and being number one. for the ranking rewards to sort of get that. It's something that you could get from your weeklies, but you'd be still having to save up for quite a long time to acquire that. So for those that are looking to build Kaido, I guess this is a little bit of an observation. If you manage to, of course, acquire Ace's soul, congratulations, keep him because you need him for food. Another area that you can potentially get him is in the championship shop. So not this one, my bad. I think it's in this one. Rewards. Where's the rewards shop? Yes. And again for 50,000. So if you are competitive and I guess you have the inclination to save these things up, you can probably get him a little bit quicker here than you would be able to get him in the arena shop. But just be aware that these are sort of the two only places that you can get him for free if you are a free-to-play player and are looking to build Kaido. Arguably, there are better things to invest your time and energy in. Of course, if you wanted to save up and spend your 5 souls, Ace is 45 of them, and Kaido is 50, I believe. So, I mean, for essentially 5 more, you get another Kaido copy. So, kind of, I don't know. It doesn't really sit very well if you really think about it in the terms or the grand scheme of things. You kind of just go, you're going to go for the heroes that you need in order to build, i.e., the ones you're currently establishing. And of course, last but not least, there is I believe it is one of these shops. Where is the shop? Is it one of these ones? There we go. The bounty shop. So you can actually get Ace there again for like 60 of these marks. I think it's 80 marks because he is a Marine. So he's in there for 80 and Kaido is in there for 85. So again, pretty relative in terms of where to locate them. So what we're going to probably do is not do that. But before we go any further, we are going to go ahead and upgrade Fujiro. So I do have a couple of these dummies, and I'll talk a little bit about where to locate them. If you missed it, of course, don't worry too much. Don't stress too much. I will let you all know where to get them. But yeah, the dummies, again, they came through from this summonings event, and essentially you could get a couple of them. So you could get 1 for free there and 2 for free down here. So round 2, it is worth it if you are a light spender pushing it. Those Marine dummies and those Emperor dummies are really, really hard to get. So it is what it is, right? So if you can smash that out in the 22 days without having to spend too much, you get really, really lucky. Maybe you'll be able to get at least one of these 6 stars, and that could be enough to get you on the path of an Emperor or, of course, a Marine hero. But for me, I feel like it's okay. It's okay. I actually was lucky enough to swap out a Chopper copy. So I am in the process of trying to get some food to make Chopper into an 8-star. I will probably keep using him as long as I keep using old mate Zoro. But once I swap Zoro out, well, Chopper's going to get the chop. Well, he's not really going to get the chop. He's probably just going to sit there until I use him for a full Straw Hat party. And that will be a little bit more important, I should say, closer to the late game. However, the reason why I was saving all of this up was essentially for those that aren't, that don't know. Here we go. The Awakening to Earn Gifts section. Definitely worthwhile holding off until this pops up. It does appear a couple times every month, so don't worry too much. Granted, the only one late to mid game that's realistically worthwhile is this one. You will get some random food though out of this one, and maybe you get lucky and secure a couple of the runes that you're actually looking to use. However, ultimately, I'm just doing it for the Supercraft crit, and yeah, I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. Those things are hard enough to get. However, the predicament I was talking about at the very beginning of the video was whether or not I should spend some of my champion marks or my hero souls, because I mean I could probably get a couple of those during the event process because I will be spending some money at some point, or I mean and build Kaido up to at least 8-star, or should I just stick with my current investment and go 9-star Whitebeard and try and finish Whitebeard off? I am leaning towards finishing Whitebeard off just because I'd like to get him to 10 star before I start another project. And I feel like it's good to discuss that in the grand scheme of things. Even if you are spending money on a game or anything like that, it's probably more important to stick to one sort of hero within the faction and build them first. You can, I mean, if you do have leftover food, obviously, and you can structure it in, maybe you can try to level both up at the same time. But it gets really expensive for the Marines and, of course, for the Emperor type heroes. It even gets expensive to an extent running two of the Straw Hats. So my advice is to focus on one hero that you really want to use. And of course, if you get lucky and you manage to get some of those dummies, absolutely focus on trying to get that hero to 10 star. You won't be able to get them to E1 until you reach a world level 100 and have 10 stars in your team. So just be mindful that you will still need to have copies of these heroes if you intend to take them higher. Then you need a 6-star of a Zorro, and you'll need a 9-star puppet to E1 that hero, and then so on and so forth. Eventually, you will need a 10-star puppet to go to E3. So there are a couple of things to keep in mind, but the reality is you kind of want to work on getting each of your team up as quickly as possible. So in saying that, I feel like it's a little bit of a I feel like it's probably better if I go down this path than to work on Kaido at the moment. And to be completely honest, I probably will just whale out for Kaido. We'll do a 10 bomb now. Maybe we get lucky. Nope. You never know, right? You never know. I actually got some food. I'm not going to complain. I need Emperor food, obviously, to build another Kaido up. Anyway, but I'm pretty sure I'll be able to do at least 80 more pulls to get that guaranteed copy. And then after that, I'm not really worried too much about it. We will get some food here as well. Maybe I'll do the full rotation. Who knows? It might actually be worth it. At that stage, it might actually be worth it. I don't know. The only problem, and I will say this and point this out to the development team as well. Unfortunately, we don't have the option for a bespoke pack. And bespoke packs are the best packages if you are going to be pulling for that type of scrolls summon. So I know they did it on purpose and all of that sort of stuff, but it is kind of sucky. And I would say that, potentially, please bring that back if you are on the newer servers, just so that people can actually, spend a little bit of money and get the results. As much as I'd like to spend 150 Australian dollars or 159 Australian dollars on this 99 pack, it's not going to help me. It's realistically not going to help me at this point of the game, except for giving me some fancy gear. Granted, I could have a couple more Zoro shards and stuff like that, but I really don't need that now. As you can probably tell, it really would only be in the first couple of days that pack would be really, really beneficial. In saying that, let's go ahead and shut up and see if we can pull this one out. I'm actually going to go ahead and grab... I'm going to grab Whitebeard from... Where is it? I'm going to grab it from the champion shop. I know that they do kind of... Where is my champion shop? I can't even find it anymore. I feel like it's in this one, but I'm probably going back to the same one going, it's in this one. It's not. Is it this one? The bounty shop. I'm looking for the champion shop. I kid you not. This looks like a champion symbol. So we're going to go ahead and grab it from here. I know, granted, you probably should save for the artifacts at level 120, but at this point, I'm pretty positive I'll be able to accumulate enough of these ones, at least from a spending perspective. I mean, Fujo's in there. If I was one short on him, I would absolutely get him to 10 star him. Any of these heroes, I guess, would be worthwhile getting to 10 star in the later side of things. Even Marco, to an extent, would be nice to start building on. However, I'm going to go with old mate Whitebeard over here. I'm going to go ahead and confirm. I'm going to grab him out of the bag, and hopefully he's really just an AoE sustaining type of guy. I mean, I've got 3 AoE specialist heroes at the moment. It is what it is, right? It realistically is what it is. I'm actually going to use these two because I know old mate Captain over here actually uses this food type. So it's better to play it smart, and I know he's the most common drop. I know I keep tapping on him, right, as if to show what he is, but he's the most common drop out of the Marine side of factions, him and Blackbeard. So I'm actually going to go with him. Then we're going to use this puppet, and there we go. We actually managed to get a 9-star. So the next kind of thing you'd have to debate about is who would you essentially level up next. Honestly, I feel like it'd be much wiser to try and get this guy at least to level 200. I won't get him much higher than that. Unfortunately, run out of food at this stage of the game. But I would probably recommend trying to get those heroes all the way up to 9-star. The good thing about this, though, is being up to 9-star. And again, this was a deciding factor too. Being up to 9-star Old Mate Whitebeard will give us a full set, which means that we should be able to run a full set on you and a split set on you, I think. We can at least run one of you on there. We can keep upgrading along the way. And I know Kaido is squishy as heck, and look, honestly, it is what it is, right? What do you do? There's not really too much you can do about it. Damage against Vigor, crit up damage against target. I think I might change this one. I'm going to remove the resistance and put superior shield. At start of battle, grants shield to all allies at 12% HP. So how much HP do you have? Is it 20% of your HP? I think it's 12% of the allies' HP, so it must be individual. The resistance is nice, don't get me wrong, but it's not really necessary. I will, however, remove that because you're not a magic dealer, so that makes absolutely no sense. I'm going to put maybe Rebirth and Provoke on you, so healing 2%, 4% chance to counter down. That makes sense to me, and maybe, just maybe, we might be able to do this. I do like this crit bit. I already have that on him. I actually was thinking about either upgrading this or going for a different version of this. When landing, Critic Strike has a physical attack, 60%, geez, speak English, 60% chance to launch another normal attack. I was thinking maybe crit damage would be better on him. I don't know. What do you think in the comment section down below? Let me know. Honestly, crit wouldn't be terrible. Pierce is not terrible. Standard Pierce, these are of course the superior skills. Physical chance. Physical chance has a 40% chance to trigger combo. That's probably the better one out of all of them. I'm not going to lie. Actually, honestly, I feel like we need to just forget that. We're going to forget you. We're going to re-roll for a physical attack. So we're going to go look for a physical combo. Maybe we get lucky and I don't have to spend too much of this stuff, but you never know, right? You never know. I would have gone with this or crit damage because this guy is a crit fanatic. Crit resistance, learn shield. I'm good. I'm just looking for this physical damage. If I missed it and I skipped it, I'm gonna be so mad. It looks like a sword. It looks like a sword. It's 3,000 ruins. It should have a... Oh, there it is. Haha, there we go. Should have a ruin of that one. So we are going to go with that. We're going to throw that on him. It means at least that he's going to have a chance to double proc his crit everybody and kill them all kind of ability. What we might do, though, is... Why don't we remove this? Why don't we see if we can actually fuse a one together? Do I have enough? Oh, risk it for the biscuit? Should we risk it for the biscuit? Oh, it's risky. It's risky. I don't know. Is there a 28% chance to reduce target's healing and recovery? That's not too bad. Physical damage. You know what? We're going to take that off you. And we're going to see if we can get a high roll on this. We'll see. We'll see what the high roll was. Superior accuracy, basic provoke. Accuracy up, crit down. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We are recasting you. Attack 30% after revival. Absolutely not. Well, this is going to be so expensive. Upon death, chance to increase all allies attack by 30%. When attacked by units with rampage, damage. Oh. I would take that over the other one, not going to lie. It's not fantastic. One more recast. Let's see if we roll. 12% chance to force target perform normal attack. Crit up. Yeah, okay. I'm taking crit. I don't care. I want more crit. This guy's a crit king, by the way, and he does do a crit debuff. But yes, it can be very expensive, unfortunately. You've probably just witnessed that. It's kind of crazy. Let's go ahead and grab this, though, and let's go into our... Actually, let's go into here, because I think, if memory serves me correctly, we actually have one of... We actually have a blue one, so we're just going to grab that relic out. I'll work towards building this up at a later stage, but that's okay. We'll throw basic valor on you. There you go. Damage per second, HP lost. It is terrible, but I don't care. So let's test these guys out in a little bit of a combat situation. I want to do some impel down, and I want to do some, well, essentially I want to do some PvP. So let's refresh and see. Let's give this guy a go. I mean, honestly, at this stage, I could run Kaido or Fuji and Granny for the AoE heals and just keep slot 1 Zoro, but I want to see... ooh, hello. He's still alive. I feel like that shield ability from the artifact came in clutch. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, granted, we are a little bit strong. Well, we're definitely stronger than this guy. But I just wanted to see whether or not he could actually stand up to not dying old mate slot 1. Otherwise, I'll need to swap Zoro into slot 1. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below. Do you think I made the right move? Do you think I should have just gone and made Kaido instead? I'm curious to know because at the same time, we're all learning together. That was a pretty concisive a fight, let's just call it that. We'll do one more and I'll see what the statistics of Kaido was. And then we can jump into impel down and see how we go in a PvP situation. I haven't been able to clear this round either. I'd love for him to do like a... Oh, there we go. Follow up. Absolutely would I recommend running that physical damage on him for that slim chance that he does that. I want to see just how much DPS he actually gets by the end of it, so that'll be pretty sick. Rhino's pretty strong, and so is Death Scythe. Actually, I'd say that the best healer is going to be old mate Whitebeard. Yep. Ooh, yeah. he almost beat old mate Chopper. There you go. MVP did amazing amount of damage because he went twice in a row with that physical damage ability. In the long term, I would say Zoro would outlast him because of his bleed stacks, but still, pretty impressive. GG nonetheless. So let's just jump straight into impel down, see if we can clear this floor. Now, I do run slightly different rotations when I fight here than anywhere else. So we're going to go you on the side, you behind him, and Zoro to the left. Maybe we get lucky. Berg or Beeg, whatever you want to call it, the guy in slot 1 on the enemy team, he is the most annoying hero out of all of them because he has this ability to essentially stun lock your top DPS. But now that we have 2 DPSs, maybe old mate Beeg won't be able to keep up and we manage to kill these guys once old mate does his ultimate. He still managed to stay alive until round 2. Impressive, old mate Kaido. I will give you that. Obviously, not the greatest in terms of survivability at 0 stars, but it is what it is. I feel like we should be able to get enough of these copies to at least make him into a 6-star down the track. At the very least, we'll be able to get him into 6-star or 7-star if we save up a little bit longer, but only after we get old mate Whitebeard up. It's better to get Whitebeard to 10-star and then work on Kaido, in my opinion. Oh, This is so annoying. We might actually swap this around. We might play around on this one just so that we can force Fujio to do his attack, and then force old mate Big over here to attack someone else, and then we might win this. It'll be close. His sluggish ability is very annoying. And another thing you got to remember about this guy is that the more that you attack him, the quicker he gets. So he always goes first. So all right, so we lost this round. I'm going to change the formation in a second and see whether or not we can finish them off a different way. So I might actually go. I might try this instead. Let's go slot 1 formation. Let's go like this. His shield might. Oh no, he's still going to attack Fujira. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna slot. I am seriously going to slot those two in front row so he can't attack them and sluggish them. All right, Conqueror Haki. I love that. Heals himself. Oh, he dies. There should be a skip function here. Not gonna lie. Do I get close to beating this level outside of this? Even when I had the healer guy, I really didn't get that close. It kind of just was a stalemate, would be the word. Sometimes I beat Big, sometimes I wouldn't. Sometimes you would get resurrected. Because that guy at the back, he can resurrect, I believe. As long as you can't stun lock me. That tempered dragon guy is annoying. Alright, so I think I've figured it out. So we should be able to breeze past these guys. We can manage to kill him. I think he can resurrect if I. Oh, maybe he can't resurrect. Maybe he can't. Alright, let's just see. Let's see if we can get the W. I don't know if we can out heal with our bleeds though. It'll be close. It'll be close if I change the formation. We'll see. Hopefully we manage to get past here. 3,000 cuts. I like that he does AoE, I'm not going to lie. I like that he spreads it around, and his sword talent can also inflict bleed. But they are a little bit strong. Alright. Once this finishes, let's see if we can change the rotation. This will be whether or not we can get through there. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw him like this. Now, Big shouldn't be able to do his stun, right? So I've eliminated your ability, have I? All right, maybe this is where we kill you now. All right. I was a bit annoyed why Fujiro didn't do his ability though. Come on, Fujiro. Do your stuff, man. Do your atoms bomb. Let's just bomb them all. Wow. I'm annoyed about that. Maybe he got sealed or something. Damn it. This fight's going to take forever, isn't it? I still feel like this is the best way to get past this guy. Interesting. Drake's ability. Yeah, that salvo is annoying. Alright, so we're going to move along and I'll wait for it to finish up. And what else is there? Is there anything else that we can technically fight? I don't think there is. Pretty sure we've maxed most of our progress out. We'll do this one more time. We'll see whether or not we can get luckier. Let's go over here. I mean, Chopper. Oh, okay, okay. Can you? Yeah, all right, all right. Crit resistance is good. Ah, I know what it is. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. So it seems to be that line. Whatever. It's either Drake or Mister Guy with the swan wings. He must have an ability to shut down your special ability. I think. Maybe that's what's preventing him from doing his AOE's. This is interesting. Might have to come back to the drawing board on this one. Might have to soup our way up a little bit higher. Ugh, come on. You could have done a double attack there, man. You had a 20% chance, I'm telling you. Of course, Whitebeard's ability is great, but you have to kill them. And then Chopper's ability is great too, but he's already dead. So this is still PvP. You know, PvE, I should say. They are very annoying teams. So, hmm. And like I was saying before, if you haven't hit that like, subscribe, notification button, make sure you do so. We are starting a free-to-play journey as well. I will be doing my first re-rolls for the pirate team. I don't know if we're going to go supernova just yet. We might do so. We might not do so. Let me know in the comment section down below what you would prefer to see as a free-to-play. I know a lot of players would just say, you're just going to have to go with whatever the dice rolls. And that's true to an extent. But I would love to see if I could, potentially build a cool Supernova Pirate team. I think it's possible. I think it's possible because we have Ghost Girl, we have Ace, we have NG, I think his name is. We have NG, and of course we can actually get copies of Kid too, relatively, well, I wouldn't say easy, but you can get copies of Kid potentially for free, so there is that. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section down below what you'd like to see. Hit that like, subscribe, notification button, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Thanks for sticking in.